Have you ever wondered why there are so many technologies that exist in so many fields, yet breast pumps still consist of a machine you stick onto your breast and it just sucks the milk out of you in a much different way than a baby gets the milk out? One of the reasons is because there aren't enough smart people who care about women's health to make really thoughtful solutions to some of our difficulties as people who are trying to make human milk for human bodies. So today you will be hearing from my guest, Ashley Mooneyham, who is working to add to the conversation and to create a product that could be helpful for people who are pumping. I've had a few guests over almost 200 episodes who have invented a product that is meant to help with breastfeeding or pumping. And what I love about these conversations is not that I think another product on the market is going to be the magic bullet that will help all people to be able to feed their babies human milk in the way that they wish, but rather that there are more really smart people who have themselves experienced difficulties while feeding their babies, who are now using their expertise, their training, and their time that they have to devote to changing the world, to improving things for themselves and other women. And Ashley is no exception. Okay, so we are back with Ashley on the Milk Making Minutes. You told your personal story of breastfeeding and pumping and having a pretty frustrating experience trying to provide breast milk for your baby once you went back to work at about 8 weeks.
Yeah,
So,
thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here and to share a little bit about my journey and then also how that led to the origin of the company I founded, which is Momease Solutions, to hopefully make future moms' pumping journeys a little easier. Um, if you wouldn't mind me taking a minute to summarize my
of
journey in case
course.
people are coming to this episode first. I became a new mom in April of 2021, and I was lucky that I didn't have any trouble nursing my baby infant. But when I went back to work at 8 weeks, despite knowing I had enough breast milk for my daughter, I was unable to pump sufficient volumes of milk for her while I was away from her at work. And that forced me to introduce formula sooner than intended and really surprised and frustrated me because I felt like the technology available was failing me. I do have a scientific background. I have a PhD in the biomedical sciences. So part of that inspired me to go looking into literature for solutions and what studies were available to tell me how to improve the breast pump experience. And I was really pleasantly surprised to see that there are studies available that show if you add warmth during the pumping experience or positive pressure or massage during the pumping experience, those key elements of warmth and pressure, in addition to the suction, actually help women collect greater volumes of milk, breast milk in less time. So that was exciting, but when I tried to implement it myself, it felt so cumbersome. You know,
Mhm.
using a breast pump is already so cumbersome for women. You don't want to also be microwaving compresses and holding them and then trying to also introduce hand massage techniques. The whole point of a pumping bra is hands-free pumping, and that kind of eliminated that process for me. So even though I did see some positive results in introducing warmth and pressure, it was hard for me to sustain. And that's where the idea for our pump enhancing bra came to life. And we're trying to create a pumping bra, just like your standard pumping bra, that has built-in warmth and massage so that all in one, hands free while you're using a breast pump. Those key elements of suction plus warmth plus pressure can work in tandem and help women get greater results in less time at the pump.
Yeah, I know. People are often surprised when I do consults and they have their pumping bra and they're all zipped up. And I'm like, this is great. And for many people who are struggling with low supply, we have this vision of like sitting at our keyboards and typing and working,
Yeah,
and the machine is just doing it all. And for many of us, that's just not possible. We really have to be hands-on and focusing on the pumping, which is, as you said, not always sustainable for every person in their work environment. That's why
hmm,
hands-free pumps are so popular right now, because people
yeah,
want to be able to put them in and just go about their day without having to do a lot of extra work. And unfortunately, the reality is that's really not how milk expression works.
exactly. Yeah, I'd love to hear about your perspective on those hands-free pumps as well. As a mom, I'm totally happy to see innovation within the breast pump arena move towards convenience, but portable breast pumps are still using that suction only mechanism. And oftentimes that suction is an even weaker power source than your traditional breast pump that plugs into a wall. So a lot of times it's even less effective. It even takes a longer time for lower volumes with those portable breast pumps. So they're seeing that problem that pumping sessions are too time consuming. And rather than solving the problem, they kind of meet it with portability. It's like an acceptance,
Right.
like, yes, pumping takes a long time. Here, you can wear it all day.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, I think I was really happy to see that innovation and glad that it adds some convenience. But I really hope that with our product, we can actually just make the process more effective. So you're still in and out faster and more conveniently, but getting the results that women are hoping for.
Mhm. Now, I have seen the promotional video on your website, and so it shows that on the kind of on the outer edge of the breast, there is, um what is that? What is it in there? Like some sort of wire or
No, no, we wanted to avoid any wire
okay.
elements or mechanical elements within the bra itself because, like I said, this is a product designed by a mom for moms. And I know how robotic and unnatural that breast pump process can feel firsthand.
Mhm.
I didn't want our product to introduce any more feelings of being a machine.
Mm.
So we actually went with a water-based approach. So we
Mm.
have a bra that has lining within it where heated water can pump in during the actual pumping session. So you'll hook yourself up to an external reservoir while you're using the breast pump so that heated water can flow throughout the bra, apply that pressure, apply warmth, but in a more natural and comfortable way. And when you're done using the breast pump, you can quick disconnect that external reservoir and still go about your day with the bra because deflated, it should be very discreet and comfortable. So again, we were really trying to create an effective product that's convenient to use, but also has as pleasant of a user experience as possible. Because as you know, the warmth element, the pressure element, those are technical needs in order to have an efficacious product. But if it's uncomfortable to use, you're just introducing an additional counterbalance to the effect that you're trying to produce. So by making it comfortable, we're hoping that we actually can have the additive effect of relaxation. So while
Mm.
using a breast pump, if you can truly be hands-free and have this warmed water massaging your breasts while using a breast pump, I hope that it not only increases volume in less time because of the warmth and pressure, but also because women feel more relaxed while wearing the product.
Mm. So the external reservoir, is that any external reservoir, or is that a some sort of container that comes with the pump itself? What will that look like?
Yeah, so that reservoir will come with our product. So if you're a first-time user, we'll have a bundled offering of that reservoir that pumps the heated water through the bra and the bra itself. And then as our company grows, we're going to introduce new bra styles, new colorways, hopefully expanded sizing options so that women can continue to purchase bras that are compatible with that breast pump that really expand the utility of the product line within their life in terms of how conveniently that bra integrates into their wardrobe. So Yeah, it'll be one external reservoir. We're making it as small and lightweight as possible, and still kind of deciding what the final design will be. But
Hmm.
the way to keeping it external allows for us to avoid that wiring and machinery within the bra itself, which leads to a more comfortable bra and also allows us to give women permission to throw this in the washing machine. Throw it in the washing machine. It's going to be so convenient that way. And that was really important to us as well, because I know easy to clean is of high priority for uh, postpartum moms.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so the water coursing through the bra, and I said pump earlier, but I meant bra. So
Mhm.
sorry about that. But the
That's
wire
okay.
coursing through the bra, um, how does it create compression?
So the bra will have these built-in pockets that are
Uh-huh.
waterproof that expand when the water is introduced. And
Mm,
the idea would be the external fabric of the bra kind of remains more
rigid.
solid. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
more rigid. I don't want to use any term that would communicate any discomfort, but
Right.
the permissive side of the fabric, the more flexible side of the fabric is facing the women's breast tissue. So as that
Okay.
water pumps in and fills that internal seam or pocket,
Mm-hmm.
it'll inflate and add pressure to the breast and do that in kind of a compressive and repetitive motion. So you've got that massaging feature.
Okay. And it's on the outside of the breast or it goes all around?
Yeah, so I think because a lot of women, when they wear a pumping bra, they have cleavage, their breasts
Mhm.
come together. It's hard for us to access the base of that breast tissue in the center of the bra and would add a lot of bulk that wouldn't make the wearability of the product very usable. So we focused on the outer breast tissue, but making sure that the inflation pattern when the water is pumped throughout goes from outward in. So you're really encouraging that milk release from the base of the breast through the nipple. And the encouraging thing about the scientific studies that are available supporting this project is the studies that evaluate heat on the breast as well as massage on the breast. They're only massaging a portion of the breast at a time and proving that it has a great impact on volume of output and reduction of time at the pump. So it really supports the fact that even if you're covering partial breast tissue, that stimulation can help your body release the milk fully. Because we only have two hands. So even if we were doing it ourselves, you're only covering a small portion of the tissue at a time. And our hope is we can cover a greater amount of tissue in a more standardized manner with a hands-free product like a bra.
Okay. And it zips up in the middle. Is that right?
Yeah, for convenience. Again, we
Yes.
want this to be as convenient as possible. I know some women want to only put on their pumping bra when they're using a breast pump, and some women want to wear it all day so they can, quick plug in and plug out if they're pumping throughout the day. And I wanted both to be an option. So there will be a zip front closure, so it's easy on, easy off, but the zipper will be discreet. So if you want to wear it under clothes, you can all day long.
Yeah, great. And then there are holes in the front to insert the phalanges.
Absolutely. Yep. So it should be compatible with all standard breast pumps. Initially, we are going to work on a future product that we hope to be compatible with the portable breast pumps. But obviously, that's a different physical product. So it would have to be a different bra design at that moment in time. So at least initially, we're launching with that standard breast pump, which today most women are still relying on for the
Hmm.
majority of their breast milk collection or effective breast milk collection, especially women that are struggling to collect breast milk, definitely are going to get better results with that standard breast pump. So that's how we're leading. And then we hope to follow by kind of integrating into those more modern pump offerings.
Awesome. That's great. And when do you expect to actually have a product that people can buy and try out?
Yeah, so we are so excited and grateful that we were recently given a grant from the National Institutes of Health to pursue research and development for this product. And we are actively in research and development and intending to work through research and development towards a commercial product throughout 2024 with that funding, with the hopes of launching early 2025. So if this is something that you're listening to, that you're interested in, the best way you can support us at this time would be following us on socials. We have LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We don't post every day, so don't worry about being overwhelmed, but just kind of staying in the know, supporting the need for this product and helping us get to product launch with that support.
Great. And do you have a, what is the term for a product that isn't the final product, but it's what's
Like
that
a
called?
beta test? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have some sort of beta test that you're going to be able to use this time around with your baby?
Yeah, isn't that fun? That was unintentional, but yes, I feel so grateful that by the time my baby boy is due in May, we should have a functional prototype that I can be the first to test. It might not be the prettiest prototype, so I'm glad that I can be the first woman to don the product and make sure it's on the right road towards where we want to go. And then as we create a more sophisticated product, we are going to be bringing in volunteer women, first for just usability testing, not even wearing the bra, determining efficacy, just seeing if they think the product is usable. So putting it on a mannequin and operating the features, making sure that we're creating as user-friendly a product as possible. And then we'll take that information, kind of optimize from there. And hopefully by the end of 2024, we would have prototypes available for user testing if women want to see if this could help them improve their breast pump journey as well. So that's another way where if the timing aligns and you're using a breast pump and want the experience to be better, even if it's going well for you, if you're collecting enough milk in 10 minutes, great. But what if that could be 5? And what if you could have warmed and massaged breasts while using a breast pump? That's pretty nice for Minnesota. So
Right.
yeah, I think at any point, follow along our journey and we'll keep you posted on how you can help and what stage we're at.
That's great. So if people follow you, which it's Momease, and I'll have everything linked in the show notes, but if people follow you, there could be a possibility to sign up to be a tester of the product at some
Yeah,
point along the way before it launches.
absolutely. We are looking for that early adopter consumer research to make sure by the time that we're launching the product, it's as perfect as possible and it's going to help as many women as possible.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to say about the pumping bra before we wrap it up?
I would just say early on when I created the company, the first thing I did was customer discovery research. So I put out a survey just over social media asking women, what are your major pain points with a breast pump? And I'm sure listeners of your podcast won't be surprised to hear that we got 1,200 responses in 24 hours. And I
Mm.
think just the volume of response speaks to women's desperation for a better solution in this arena. And 97% of responders reported some pain point with the breast pump. Imagine that being an acceptable dissatisfaction rate for a technology that's so important. So it's really clear that we're behind. I think that the way to catch up in women's health as a whole, but especially things like breastfeeding, nursing, postpartum experience, we do need more women-led companies, women
Mm.
entrepreneurs, mother entrepreneurs. So I just feel grateful that I've been able to start this journey and receive funding from the NIH to pursue this because it is so important and it's a shame that women's health is so far behind. So
Mm.
I'm excited to see the tides turning. I'm excited to see so many companies geared towards women and the postpartum experience succeeding. I think that that's great validation for the fact that women, are looking to be cared for and to have solutions that work for them and make this process more convenient wherever possible. And I hope to be a part of that with Momease Solutions.
Mm. Have you read Kimberly Seals Aller's book, The Big Letdown?
No, but I can put it on my list.
Yes, you definitely should, because
Yeah.
a lot of what is in the book
talks about this very concept. And one of the things she mentions in her book is the phrase that always has stuck with me is, we put a man on the moon in the 60s, yet the technology that we have for removing milk from our bodies to feed all the human babies whose parents are working is basically the same as it was in World War II.
30 years ago. Yeah.
Right.
Or more.
Or more. Yeah. I actually have, for anyone who watches on YouTube, I have like an old model of a breast pump. Can you see this? And it literally is just like a glass funnel and a tube, and you squeeze it and it compresses milk out, which, technology has advanced some since then, but it's the same basic mechanism. And the fact that there have not been enough people putting their time and energy and education into making a better way for people to extract milk from their bodies is criminal. I just can't believe that there has been so little innovation. So I've had the privilege on this podcast to speak to at least I've actually spoken to 3 other women who are creating businesses trying to make pumping more effective. And I just love it. I love that there are so many people putting their training and education into creating solutions. And maybe the same solution won't work for every person, but if there are a variety of solutions for people to go to try to improve their pumping experience, I'm all for it.
Exactly. That's why we need a variety. That's why we need multiple people pursuing this and multiple ideas. So yeah, I'm with you 100%. I think we're way behind the ball, especially as women are achieving equality in the workforce. We're just way behind the ball on that remote breast milk provision. And even mothers that choose to stay at home or want to stay at home or do stay at home, they could use a more convenient pumping process too, for shared feeding, for storing breast milk, to get their lives back. It's so all consuming for women, and there are so many opportunities for improvement there.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you for putting your time and energy into this solution. I know that it must not be easy to be founding a company and pursuing all the grants and doing all the research in addition to being a mom and also working in, your full-time job. I don't know if you fully transitioned yet to the new company or not, but I'm sure at some point you were doubling up if you haven't already. So I thank you so much for trying to innovate in this area.
Of course. And I will say the thing that makes it easiest is the fact that so many women support it. I think it's such a clear need. It's such a clear desire. It's easy to get motivated every day because there's real purpose behind what we're doing. And yeah, I thank you for being a part of that purpose. So thank you.
Yes. Awesome. I'm so glad you came on the Milk Making Minutes.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
So there you have it. Another really smart person who has fed a human baby with human milk, realized that there are some major difficulties in modern life with providing human milk for our human babies, especially for those of us who use a pump to provide that milk, and who is dedicating her time and attention and energy to adding to the conversation and creating a solution. Follow Ashley on all of the platforms linked in the show notes, especially if you are looking to be a beta tester at some point for the Momease pumping bra. You'll be able to reach out when the time is right. And speaking of reaching out, you have just another week or so to sign up for my course, Childbirth Education for a Great Postpartum. If you or somebody you know is pregnant and is looking to make choices that are right for them and their baby and their partner, that are aligned with their values, both for the birth and for the postpartum period, and are looking for information about how what you do during birth will impact your postpartum period, go to my website, www.quavinbirthservices.com. Sign up under courses. I cannot wait to do this live virtual course with you for the month of February. Bye.